email. And so they emailed me back last night and said that it's only free to those who attended the conference and anybody who joins as a new consultant in 2019. Like, we will all get charged for anybody who didn't join.
I will call and verify that, but that was not what they told us at conference. They said it was free for everyone.
Okay. So. Because I posted about it earlier on like the Norwex, like the consultant connection thing, like the huge one. Yeah. And somebody put, yeah, we were at conference and that's what they told us. It's true. And I was like, oh, well, that's lovely. Because I sent back and I was like, well, that's not what the email said. Can you please verify? But I still haven't heard a response.
Wait, because their email to you said that you had to pay?
Or? Yes. Yeah. And so when I email it back, I'm like, well, that's not what in your email says. It says it's to everybody.
Yeah.
But I still haven't heard back. But when I posted it on the Norwex Connection consultant page, somebody put, yes, we were at conference, and that is true.
That it's free for everybody, or that it's only free?
No, that we had to pay.
Do you want me to? I can call when we're done, but they did not say that it was only for conference attendees. I mean, okay. That would be really lame that only leaders would be allowed to use it.
That's what I mean, if they want us all to switch to it.
Yeah, no, they did not say that it was only for us that attended. They said it was for all Norwex consultants. So I'll verify that with the Red Jacket line and make sure that they tell their customer service people that they need to correct information. Because I mean, we have people in all these different groups that are doing it. So I mean, I'd be really surprised.
Okay.
That they wouldn't have announced that no, it's only for leaders. That, I mean, I think that they would have to have that everywhere, and that would just cause major problems. So
exactly.
Yeah,
because I instantly went in and like declined it. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to pay for it, if I'm not, in case I don't like it.
Right.
But,
yeah, no, and that's the exact reason that they are giving us a free trial for till the 15th, so people can try it out without having the financial component there.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Well, I wish Amber were on, because I don't know what she needs help with, because I've already done some training on this. So I'm kind of like wanting to know where people need help with. So have you started setting anything up yet, or were you just waiting for that then?
No, I was going to. I have had a lot of nausea with this pregnancy. So this last week, like most of the time during nap time, I've been napping. So I'm not feeling terribly sick. Yeah. But today I'm like, I have to sit down and I have to really start doing that. But then at the email last night, I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah. So, I mean, the biggest thing with doing Sqweee parties is, I mean, with just trying it out and experiencing it first, you don't need to worry about the host coaching yet. I'm getting a host coaching doc together. Like I'm using Project Broadcast to send out initial text. Norwex has the email, but I'm basically like taking the things in the email and breaking them up into text, just because I found that my hosts don't really read emails anymore. They just don't. So I'm doing that. So I'll share that as soon as I have that done. But like what Norwex, and what I recommend, because I do not recommend like going and doing a party with a host, like your first, round out of the gate. Basically, that you need to practice, like do it just with yourself so you can see all the content. Because with Sqweee, you can't like preview anything. You have to run an event to be able to see. So you want to experience it yourself. So if you haven't attended any of my demo events that I've done like the last 6 months, you definitely want to experience it, especially too, just with the new timeline. So you know what's in there. You can take out what things that you don't like. Like I don't feel like it's appropriate to share about the enzyme products at the first party. It just adds a little too much time. Like I would rather go live. So I take that out, but someone else may really like it. But you need to watch it to know what you want to do. So you'll want to run it with yourself. You can do it in your VIP group and ask for feedback. And then that's when I would go and do it with a party host. But I'm going to be going live later today in Team Butterfly Effect and I'm offering an incentive that for anyone that books us for your hosts that book a Sqweee party in January, they will get a $30 shopping spree. If they book a Sqweee party in February, they get a $20 shopping spree. This is shopping sprees from my inventory. So what I'm going to have people do is you'll just basically get a wish list of theirs. And when you finish their party, you'll report back to me and I'll just try and find something on the wish list that I still have. because I mean, we're going to be open. I can't provide just like a list because I don't know when people are going to be submitting. I don't want to have to keep retaking pictures and all that stuff. So I'll just do my best to provide, you know, whatever's at the top of the wish list that I have to them. And then what we're asking is that as the consultant that you just pay the shipping. So we're just doing $5 flat rate because some things may be more expensive. So we're just going to do $5 and then they'll get that $30 shopping spree from my inventory. So I'm going to be posting later about that on Team Butterfly Effect. And I'll post it here too. What was I going to say? So for Sqweee, like my biggest tips is, how have you been doing parties before this?
Facebook.
And are you doing like the go at your own pace like I do, or are you doing a night of party?
The go at your own pace. So like I run it Sunday through Thursday. So like Sunday and Monday are like pre-post, like get to know you, and kind of like the backlog and explaining all that stuff. And then like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are like all about the products. And then Thursday night the link goes up and all that.
Okay. So I was very used to the go at your own pace party too, because that's what I do. And so it was hard for me to wrap my mind around a party that's just like one.
I know, it's kind of like freaks me out a little bit.
In the beginning, I'm like trying to figure out like, how can I just get them to come back like each day, and no, like it really just needs to be like a virtual in-home party. And so like the more experience, like the more I am really enjoying it, and like the less time that I'm going to be spending on my party. So I know being pregnant, like it might be harder at night. Like I know, like I was super sick with all my pregnancies, and so it was really, really hard. Especially it's like if you're not feeling well, that it's like, oh, I have to be on, at a certain time. But like I do like to go live at the end of my Sqweee events, but you certainly don't have to. So if you're like, man, I don't know from day to day if I'm going to be well enough. I mean, for me, when I was pregnant, like I was just like always laying down. And Norwex for me, like the reason I was able to like get into, because I signed up when I was 2 weeks pregnant with my 5th child.
You're a saint. There's no way I could do 5.
Norwex just really helped distract me from how awful I felt. Like it helped me keep my mind off of it. So so you would still be able to run a party, I think, unless you're like physically vomiting and stuff. I think you would still be able to do that, but you may not be up to going live at the end. But I mean, the party is set up that you don't need to do that. I just like to do it so I can connect with them. So if you're not up to going live, like I would maybe at least like at a time when you are feeling good, like make a video of yourself, like at least to like post at the beginning, like to welcome, like to just do a generic welcome that you can have in all of your parties, just so they connect like, oh, this is a real person. She is here running this party. Or, like if you made a chicken demo or a demo of something else, that you can just put something of you that makes it more personal in your party somewhere. That'd be my recommendation for people that maybe don't want to do the whole live thing at the end, but still put in something personal to set it apart from any other now Norwex Sqweee party that is out there. So I'll be training more on host coaching once I get that. But for now, my recommendations are that people just get parties up, run through them, do it with your VIP group, and get Sqweee parties booked. And there is a link. I'll post it with my announcement of like the incentive that you can share. Like it's just like a 2-minute YouTube video that like hypes up like how fun a Sqweee party is, that you can share with people. And so anyone that's like been a past host, I would that you really enjoyed, I would reach out to them and see if they would want to host a party on this new platform. You can talk about the new products. I actually just saw Jacket Leader posted a timeline for the new product. So, I mean, you could just run a whole new timeline product. So I'm going to look at that and share that with you guys as well. But yeah, I would definitely reach out to them or past customers that you enjoyed that you think would be fun to party with,
Do they have like a party set up in Sqweee like of the new products, or is it just like a one time, like is it just one thing that's set up like and you have to go from that, or because I haven't gone.
So like Norwex doesn't have a new product timeline. A jacket leader just went and made her own.
Okay.
So, but you would just be able to import that timeline with all the images and the videos that she's compiled. So I'm going to check that out. Like I just saw like before I hopped on that someone had posted that. So I was going to check it out and see how.
Are you finding that a lot of people join the night of the party though on Sqweee, or?
So yeah. So what I have found is that if they RSVP, like they almost all of them show up.
Okay.
So it's very high attendance rate, whereas like Facebook, it's like, especially like in groups, I feel like half of the people that say they want to be in the party, like actually participate.
Yeah.
So, so I'm finding very high attendance rate for those that say that they're going to come, similar to, you know, an in-home party, that it's like, if they say they're going to come to an in-home party, like they, only very few like will cancel.
Okay.
So yeah, and what's great though too is that, you know, if they, you know, for some reason like they couldn't attend live, they can check it out later, but they do really miss out on that social aspect, that it is like, it's not like a Facebook party where, you know, we all just come on it at different times. It's like an in-home party, and that like if you don't come and hang out with the girls that night, you missed out on that social interaction. So it's similar in that regard. And I've had people, you know, come and be like, oh, looks like I missed a lot of fun. You know, it's like, so they can get the information, but they miss out on that social aspect. So, you know, if people are like, oh, I'm not available, then you can say, you know, well, you're still able to check it out. But, you know, if they're interested in the products, they'll come and check it out. So I've definitely gotten more orders from people that couldn't attend live, and they've gone through this stuff.
And then I know I asked you the other day, you said you leave them open for like a couple days afterwards and then you shut it down.
Yeah. So I usually, I like to give them like 3 days. 3 days is like what I want. I don't really, some people will be like, oh, can we leave it open for a week? Like I don't want it to drag on. So I would just choose like basically a day that you want to close. Like I know some people, even when they did like Facebook parties, like just night of, like they would do Tuesday, Thursday, like they just close all parties Monday. Whether it was a Tuesday party or a Thursday party, they just closed them all Monday. So it's like, if you don't have your orders in by Monday, then your party's not going to be closed until the following Monday. Was like how they worked it, you know, to incentivize them to get it closed. So, you know, I would just try to choose a day that you want to be closing parties, and that's when you do it. I've just learned like the longer I do this, like I need to set boundaries, like instead of like always being like accommodating, and like I just need to set the expectation, like this is when I do it. You know, just like when any other business is open, like these are the business hours. Like if you don't contact me during the business hours, you know, customer service or whatever, like we're not going to be able to help you. So
true.
Just set the boundaries, especially when you're pregnant. It's like you need to protect your time, and you know, it's just, for me, it's hard. Like I just want to please. I'm like, I want to please everybody, but
I know, my husband told me, he's like, you spend way too much time. You're too much of a perfectionist. And it's like, he's like, I want to see you at night, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've had that problem. I won't say that I'm perfect at it, but yeah, I would definitely. And I feel like with the Facebook parties, like my husband was like, I just want you to stop doing Facebook parties and just do in-home parties, because when I go into an in-home party, like you go, you do it, and it's done. And like the prep for it, you know, I mean, you have to get your bags ready and gather, you know, your products and stuff, you know, and get the order forms and stuff ready. But I mean, there's not, and the host coaching, but it's not super time intensive. Whereas Facebook parties, it's like every day, you know, I mean, it's posting for me, but every day I'm having to respond to questions and comments. Like it can be hours every day that I'm spending on these parties. Whereas with a home party, it's just you go for 2-3 hours and then it's over.
That's true.
So I feel like with Sqweee, I mean, I have the host coaching, and then I'm doing the party. It's like a 45 minute to an hour presentation. And then maybe like, you know, depending on how long people hang out, I mean, you could be available for 30 more minutes, but you don't even have to. Like sometimes I've just said, you know, I'll be here for, you know, 10 more minutes. But otherwise, you know, you can text me here or message me here, and I'll answer your question. So if you're like, man, after this party, it's 9:30 and you're just like, I'm done, you can just say, text me your questions and I'll answer them tomorrow. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Is it easy to like, because you know how you have to go in on Sqweee, you post like the monthly specials and stuff. Is that easy to go in and change that every month?
Yeah. And Norwex is going to provide those images for us. So it'll just be a matter of swapping out the post. So.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could even, what they will do, they're going to have in that Sqweee event planner that has at the top the timeline code. They're just going to update that timeline code. And so if you just go to re-import it, you can actually choose which posts you want to re-import. So you could just choose that one to import into the party. So, because they probably will have like the product images like linked with it. So then that way you don't have to even add those. But I definitely recommend, go through the tutorials. You need to do the tutorials before, otherwise you're just going to have so many questions, and
okay.
The tutorials answer them. So definitely do the tutorials first, and then just dive in and play. But yeah, while it's free, I mean, I really want to encourage everybody to try it while they don't have to pay for anything, and see if they like it. But I'm planning to I just want to get off of Facebook. I'm just so tired of Facebook messing everything up. And my parties last month, like even though there were like 20 to 25 people in the party, like only 2 or 3 people were seeing the post. I'm just like,
I've noticed that my party right now, like only 6 people are seeing it, and there's like 20, and it's like
I'm like, I can't fight this. Like, it's just this huge battle, like, to get people to see. I'm like, if they can see it, then I know that they will buy it. But I can't figure out how to get them to see it. So I don't have that obstacle. The only obstacle then is getting them to say yes to attend the party, which is the same obstacle that I'm in Facebook. But Facebook has added like these mounds, of all these different obstacles, making it so difficult that I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I mean, and Facebook they don't exist. They're not in business to support businesses like ours. Like, that's not why they exist. So it's not like we can expect that of them. It's just that we figured out that this was like a great way to, a tool to use for our business. But Sqweee is designed to help direct sellers sell their products. So they're just super, super supportive. I've been working with Laura and, one of the co-founders, like from the beginning, because I was asked to beta test it. And she's just wonderful. Like, if you want a feature, like, they have a feedback button, and they're very responsive. Like, they've already implemented so many things that we've asked for. So,
is that the one who's doing the question and answer tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's just wonderful, and she's really high up in Usborne. And so, like, they have the Facebook group called the Sqweee Live. I mean, and she just like awesome trainings in there. She really wants us to succeed. And so she gives tips on host coaching and, how to get people to the party. And I mean, it's just very, very supportive for, our businesses. So I really, really enjoy it.
Okay. I'll definitely have to work on looking into that then today during nap time and tomorrow.
Yes. And for the training, I mean, I guess that one will have to be visual for most of the other Sqweee training. Trying to think of what else to share. I mean, there's the Photofy. That's awesome now. Play around with that. I'm still trying to.
We did download that the other day.
Yeah.
I was around with that. Yeah, I like it better than Canva. I'm sorry, but I did not do well.
You don't like Canva? I just like working on a desktop better than a phone. It's just
I'm just not, when it comes to computer graphics, that's not my thing. Like, there are so many times I'm like, I would send stuff to my husband. I'm like, figure this out for me. And he's like, I am not your assistant. I'm at work right now. I'm like, well, if you want me to make money, you're going to do it.
That's so funny. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm liking that. It's nice. They have Sqweee. So if you wanted to add a Sqweee, image, they already have like the backgrounds all there that you can just add content and stuff.
Okay.
So that's nice.
Good.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing a training because I know Brenda said that she was overwhelmed with all the things that we've posted from Leadership Conference. We're going to have a team meeting on Monday, so we'll go over more of the things that we learned there. You know, and things that you guys can then like develop action items to do. I'm currently, I mean, since last night, like I posted new product posts, like with text and a link to a Facebook album. So you guys can just copy those and put them in. You either can do a party on Facebook with it, or you can do it in your VIP group. I'm doing a shop the box event. So like my box is supposed to arrive today, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to let people, the first 5 people that claim it, you know, through that live video, they'll get 20% off. Anybody after that will get 10% off. It's just a way like to create hype. But if you're not,
you do that.
If you're not getting the products like in the past, like, you know, I've just, you know, you can do like a mystery host party. You can just get, you know, I mean, you don't have to give a discount. But you can, you know, do like as you're doing it, you can offer prizes, you know, for participating, commenting, you know, just like you kind of do in a Facebook party. So you can do what you want with that. Trying to think of anything else. What was that? Or do you have any other questions?
I don't think so at this time.
Okay. Well, I'm sure people will be having questions as they use it, and we can do more training. Oh, I am going to put up another how I track my Facebook parties and my in-home parties, because people were asking about that. Also, my giveaways and prizes that I have. I like delete all my personal stuff and just put it in a blank one so people can just copy it and use that for tracking. But like it has like anything that I do in the pre-party, you know, just like from host coaching that I send out. And then afterwards, like, you know, from, did I draw the giveaway prize? Did I mail out the prize? Did I set up the follow-up? And so you guys can see how I have it, but then you can put in like the steps that you have, just because I know like I always would be like stressed out because I'm like, oh, did I do it for this person? Did I not? You know, oh my goodness, I forgot to do that. And so it's just nice to be able to
definitely
see it at a glance. Like I know some people, like I use Trello with my assistant, but I know some people were using it for like each party, but for me, I'm like, it's too cumbersome to have to click into the party to see what I've done. I'm like, I just want it at a glance. Did I do it?
Yeah.
No, and see that it's checked off. So I'll be posting that as well. But if you guys think of, you know, other things that you want me to go over, like you don't have to wait until the day before to post them here. Just go ahead and post them, and we'll talk about it at the next meeting. But wait, so you're under, who are you under?
Like who'd I signed under?
Yeah. Elena. Okay. And you're in Indiana too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. Okay, cool. But your baby's due in August, so you can't come to conference anymore, right?
No. I was really wanting to, but I'll have my first ultrasound next week, so I'll know. I think I'm like early August, so.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah, I'm not going to deliver in Texas.
Like, a baby that was like 2 weeks old, I'm like, oh wow, like you're so brave.
Yeah, no, I would not do that either.
I'm still like using. Is this your first baby or?
It's my second, so I have to have another C-section too. So there's no way.
You can do that. But I'm like all the self-care after. I'm like, I'm not up for like using public restrooms yet. So.
No, right? So, not at all.
But we'll try to help you get. I mean, I don't know if you how well you do after, but you can bring babies to conference. I brought my baby to. She was 9 months old to my first national conference, but like I'd had her in October, and so she was only 2.5 months for leadership, so I didn't go to that. But if you're feeling up to it, you can always come to leadership conference next January. But kind of depends on like how good your baby is.
I know, right?
So if you have a good baby, a lot of people come with their babies, so you're not alone. But yeah, so okay, cool. Well, thanks for hopping on, Carrie, and please, feel free to tag me if you have questions as you're starting out Sqweee. But I'll call home office right now just to verify. But
okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's free for everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all your help.
Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye.